Hey y'all, welcome back to another cup of conversation
where we have conversations worth having.
I'm your girl Chit Chat Coco.
And I'm your girl T.
And we are back with another, either a part 2 or a 101.
We ain't decided yet. It might be 101, it might be part 2.
Yeah.
You'll see when it posts, all right?
Exactly.
All right. So can attraction exist without entitlement? Or do men just feel attraction automatically means access? Like,
I think it would...
It means access. It means come and talk to me. Come to my room.
I really want to meet you, girl. Yeah.
It does, and that's so unfortunate.
I'm not going to say, I don't like to put it like that because then it kind of sounds like y'all will take it. And I don't want to think they'll take it. Like, that's where it kind of like,
I think
that's
it
what
all boils down to, I think, okay, it's just like this. It's what it is. I think we're making it bigger than it is because really what it all boils down to is gonna be it's gonna be a physical. I mean, it's gonna be some type of attraction there at some point. And if it's not, it's not. Then we don't have to deal with it. But if it is, I think the bottom line of it is self-control because it's the same way if you were in a marriage. We saying it for platonic situation. If you were in a marriage, I'm not saying that there's not situations outside of my household where my husband might feel like a woman is attractive. Mm-hmm. It's the self-control that keeps us in a relationship and in a marriage.
Right.
So I think
so if you single, you don't have that like blocker you gotta consider.
You do if you initiate something. It shouldn't be to the point to where if you initiate like, hey, I have an attraction to you, I want to get to know you, and then that person tells you, well, no, I don't really look at it like that. Mm-hmm. That is your block then to say, okay, now this is strictly friend.
Right.
It could be your morals. It could just be your morals.
Right.
Nobody has to block you. You just know.
Yeah. It's like the things that you'll do when nobody's watching type thing. Like, I get what you're saying. Yeah. For sure. That definitely plays a big part.
So it brings us back to self-control.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But a lot of men was like, I went back and forth with a couple niggas in fave comments. Like, cause a lot of men was like, that's easy for you to say, you ain't no man. It makes more sense for us to just not, cause what we got to be hanging around women for, like, they were so stern on that point.
But
they used one of them actually used this analogy. It's like a crackhead that ain't a crackhead no more. Am I gonna still hang around other crackheads?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, you're just like negating the self-control. Like, you still straying away from the part that got to do with what you got to do for yourself.
Yeah. And that's going to be the separate between, like you said, whether you have morals or you have certain respects or you have certain boundaries for yourself that you don't always assume because it's a woman that she's going to automatically be attracted to me just because I'm attracted to her.
Right.
Like, I don't have to lead with that. I can have that in the back of my mind and know that without leading with that and without acting on that.
Yeah.
Now, if she make a woman, sometimes if she like you, she'll let it be known just like a man. They'll let it be known. So you can also sit back and wait. You don't have to take every opportunity.
Right.
So I think it's still...
And now you know it's mutual. You said with who?
I'm saying any man. I'm saying a man. I'm not even putting a race on it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, because I had a white friend in high school. He tried to sleep with me too. And we was friends. Like, I'm talking about friends. All right, codeine, please.
Not codeine.
His name's Dakota, but we nicknamed him that. You know, niggas got a nickname, some get a little.
Dakota and codeine? You play too much.
Codeine? You don't remember? You remember. Mm-hmm. You remember. Yeah. So for the last sip, this or that questions.
Okay.
Platonic homegirl or no female friends at all? This platonic homegirl, that no female friends at all.
In a relationship, when you have a relationship, you saying?
Yeah.
Or what? Oh, so for me, my thing is you can have a platonic relationship, but I feel like the way they engage with me can tell me a lot.
So they gotta be friends with you too
You don't have to be friends, but you have to respect the role.
Okay.
My husband deals with like artists and stuff like that, or managers of artists and stuff like that are women and stuff. And I can always feel the respect, and I don't talk to them.
Yeah.
He communicate with them only. And I don't talk to them outside of when we
just the time that you around.
Yeah, and it's a respect factor that they have. Like, they acknowledge me, they introduce me as his wife. It's like it's a
Yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a respect factor.
Y'all had any opposing? Everybody was platonic friends? Platonic homegirl or homeboy, or no friends at all? No extra?
This and that.
This is
Okay.
platonic homegirls. And no female friends at all is that. Okay, so you cool with your partner having platonic friends?
Yeah, I mean, as long as he introduces me to them,
Mm-hmm.
and then makes it known like what the relationship and standard is before, I'm cool. Like, oh, you got some, okay, cool, we can all coexist.
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
moment you kind of, play sideways and left, no.
Understood.
What can and can they not do together as platonic friends though?
We're not going on separate dates. You know what I'm saying? Just no.
Single dates.
Yeah, we're not doing single dates.
Okay.
No. Like I tell people before, like we're gonna do a couple of things. If I have my girlfriends right here, we're gonna go with their partner. Somebody's doing single things. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a little bit more extra at that point. It's underlying stuff that we need to figure out because what y'all going on dates for? That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. I'm so back and forth on that.
Yeah.
Me and my friends we'll go get plugged together or like something simple, like not like an intentional date. Like you wanna go get food, like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because sometimes I talk to them about like needing advice, and sometimes you need that like.
Ooh.
Talk about it type of thing.
Don't get no advice from my man. But let me say this: the only reason I'm trying to think, I'm y'all literally, I'm kind of turning. I'm working through this right now because I just feel like, and I don't know. My husband has clients that are women, and they've met him personally and talked about their personal life and got advice. But I know from a woman's perspective, and I'm sure his intentions were not thinking about that. But as a woman, when you get too emotional with a man, especially when you know the caliber of man that you're dealing with, and that would be something that you would like for yourself. Say, for instance, you talking about your no good boyfriend, but you're talking about him to a man that you see all of the signs that are there,
Yeah, the good
all
things
the green
in.
flags that are there.
You got motive.
It's self-control for the woman or for the man or whatever. But I feel like that's one of those things, like how we saying, like, now if you know that he kind of, say for instance, you seen your friends, all of the girls that he dates, and they kind of basically look like you.
Yeah.
In a certain different,
Right,
in a different
right,
font,
right.
basically. And if you know that, then you know that possibly I could be
He
your
could be
type too.
attracted. Yeah.
I'm not gonna go around my friend with no booty shorts, titties hanging out type of thing, because I know that could possibly be a temptation. So for women too, if you know that this is all the green flags for you, and you talking about your no good man, and then you're crying in his arms, you're playing into, you're creating a temptation for yourself.
Yeah.
I think that there are fine lines in all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Like sitting down and having a meal and talking
Mm-hmm.
is so different than crying in his arms.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah.
No reason.
Yeah, because once you took it that far, I was like, hold on now. Because I asked Carrie for some advice, but like,
Having a conversation.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I want a man's perspective.
Exactly. That's what I was just gonna say. I would ask him for advice just for like a man's perspective.
Right.
Yeah. It don't never even need to be
I
that.
got you.
It don't never even need. But I can't even think of what advice I would need for him that I couldn't, like, both of y'all type shit. Like, maybe I would ask both of y'all, but him by himself, I don't know. And I don't even know why you got to worry. But Carrie is like, when we talked about Easy earlier, he don't even give the type of nigga that's going.
No.
So
because I don't give the type of nigga that I don't give the type of.
What do you mean?
No,
like,
I'm just playing.
The women that's around him, they probably respect you like that because remember what I said earlier about if you put that respect on yourself, that's how other people gonna come at you like, and that's the type of respect he showed. It seems like when he walk in the room, it don't give like I'm looking there for the next one.
Right.
I'm looking for the hoes. like it don't get it like.
But
ever.
I think it all goes back to.
But
what you do in them moments, the self-respect.
Yeah, I'm about to say, do got them women that see you being a little nice and they like, that's my, he want it now.
Yeah.
Like, you know. No, for real.
No, but then I guess that will come into place where you get the sobbing too hard into my arms. All right,
yeah.
Hold on, let's create a little distance between ourselves. Like it's gonna take for you to say something. Say, You know what I say? Like they say,
Yeah.
see something, say something.
Yeah.
Il n'est pas fou, il lève ses doigts, il la voit partout, il attend debout, debout, une rose à la main, non, quand plus rien ne le tient. Dans sa love story, dans sa love story, dans sa love story.
If you
Especially for the
notice
man.
it too,
Push
you
that
know,
bitch off you.
Yeah, that's how I need you to be stiff arming.
Yes. Okay. Self-control, or that's just how men are. This is self-control. That's just how they are. Is that? Where my dad card at?
Self-control.
Is this?
Oh,
Self-control is this.
What's the context?
So, do you think men have? Is it a lack of self-control, or is that's just how they are?
A lack of,
but how many more times? Sorry.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
Speaking to the mic. Braxton, her mic on.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So repeat your question one more time, please.
Is it a lack of self-control, or is that just how men are?
How many more times can you allow that excuse? Is that how they are? Because where's the boundary? Where's the self-control? And where's the discipline? Because why didn't you come with that before you met me? Or why didn't you tell me this and that before you, wanted to start tarnishing my, peace, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And that's just how men are. I think we need to retire that statement.
Yeah.
I think we realize that a lot of men are a lot of different. Yeah. Yes.
You want to say something first?
I'm gonna let you have it. But we
Exactly.
also got to take in consideration of how these people are raised too, and I'm gonna give it to the queen right here.
That's a great point. I was going to say, guys, I really, unpopular opinion, believe a little bit of it is biology.
Okay.
I think it has been taken way out of context and too far, but I think a little bit of it is biology, and I'm not going to go too deep into it. But also how you're raised, but that goes into who raises you. Like I ask people jokingly and sometimes not jokingly, who raised you? Like, because why are you doing this? Why are you acting like this?
It's a valid
if
question.
you were coached or taught or mentored or poured into or blessed by a person who has morals and standards, you act upon that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you're a victim of your environment. And so when you see men with poor choices and they do things just because, you do things just because.
Yeah.
Not even knowing maybe until later that was not the right decision. So I think men sometimes just don't stop and think. They see a fat ass and they like gotta have it.
Yeah.
But you watched your pop see a fat ass and gotta have it.
Yeah.
You watched your daddy see a fat ass and gotta have it.
But I also read the Bible and it saw Eve fall to temptation. Right? So it's like, you can make the argument again about men versus women, but in the end, it's
Human nature.
Eve fell to her own temptation. Eve fell to her own temptation.
She sure
But
did.
who followed suit? Adam followed Eve.
Well, no, I don't think it's a gender thing.
I'm saying biology. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
He's contradicting what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Biology.
Yeah.
And I said unpopular opinion, right? Because I know men don't want to feel like or whatever, but
Like they're faulted,
that's
yeah.
just my gut. I kind of thought about this for a little while.
Well, I think I will say this before you go real quick. I will say I think that biology, it does play a part into it, because I think that naturally men, even if it's not like sexual, men desire, that's like natural for men to desire women. They hunters, like that's who y'all are. Like as women, you can. But I think that I think that women are taught what you're saying, that how it can be presented both in men and women. It can. I agree that it can present
But it's
itself
more
in
taught
women or
to women.
men.
Taking it too far.
Yes,
I think humankind has taken it too far.
yes, I think that it can be presented in both men and women because it could be taught. If you're taught like you say, you have one. Sometimes you have women that are taught like, this is what men want. This is what you need to present yourself. This is how you need to show. You need to pull your shirt down a little bit. He likes that. I think that is taught for women, but for men, it's more so like the lion and the lioness. You want the lion.
You don't gotta teach them to wake up with a morning wood. You don't gotta teach them to be a.
Yeah, we don't wake up. Y'all wake up on hard.
I just said, hold on.
Because y'all wake up wet, so don't do that.
No. I be dry as a desert.
Can I just interject for a minute because I feel like when it comes to men, we as women naturally look at the things as far as, especially when we have kids, we tend to look for, I wouldn't say excuses, but we look for a reason to understand their mindset, right? But I feel as women, we don't take the time to realize that the amount of effort and the amount of time we take to look at these men, we excuse the fact that we're neglecting ourselves. Like, if we can step up to the plate, why do we look to see and try to understand as far as why they cannot?
Right.
So if a man chooses to neglect or chooses not to come up to the plate, why as women do we try to understand and explain as far as why they're not trying to do what they need to do instead of stepping aside of ourselves, taking a step back and deciding within ourselves as to why we've been accepting these things. Exactly. My job as a woman is not to try and sit up there and pour into you and you're not pouring into me. My job as a woman is to see and acknowledge the fact that you're not pouring into me and to move on. You as a man, if you see me as a prize, you're going to come and do as you're supposed to do. Me as a woman, my job, I wear heels. Your job as a man, you wear the tennis shoes. Your job is to do and pursue the woman. I feel like we have forgotten our roles.
We done lost the plot.
Yeah.
And that is where the barrier is. I'm not going to bend to you. Okay, if you don't want to come and you don't want to fulfill and do what you need to do as a man, I'm not going to sit here and contemplate as to why you're not.
Yeah,
I'm going to continue to pour into me. I'm going to continue to do what I need to do. And I'm going to find the right man who's going to step up to the plate and to fulfill everything that I need and I want. I'm not going to waste my time trying to build you up. See, there's a understanding is between the man and the woman. See, if me as a woman, I have come to a certain place in myself, I'm not going to dumb myself down, right? I'm not going to try to understand why you lack.
Yeah.
If I built myself up to here, I'm going to sit here. And then you as the man who is supposed to be the hunter and the provider, you're going to figure out what you need to do as the man to come and court me. And if you're not going to come and court me, I'm going to find the one who is. But what I feel like as women, we tend to do in our conversation is we try to understand and we try to just understand,
sympathize,
and feel like why whatever whatever they're lacking, we try to understand that instead of seeing the worth in ourselves and sitting still. The right man is going to do what he needs to do, but I'm not the type of woman that is going to sit up here and wait for you to understand. Either you're going to already come prepared or you're going to go out there and figure out how to come prepared.
Right.
And I think she ain't said nothing wrong.
And I think and the thing is, I think that it works both ways. It works both ways. Like we get hung up on the men sometimes though, y'all, and trying to understand them, yes. But sometimes men get hung up on trying to understand us for whatever reason. You get what I'm saying too, because it's emotionally, it's physically, spiritually mature men that are up here and that they encounter women that are down here, and we as women that are not me, because I ain't down here.
Yeah.
But women that are down here, they have this idea that, oh, I'm enough, but just being a baddie. I'm enough with just being a BBL, and then it's so it's like it's flip flop. It's both, or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm enough because I got greater hair. I'm enough because I'm light skinned. I'm enough because whatever. Our standards are down here for what people should expect out of us and what we receive from other people. Both ways.
And like she was saying, that's just crippling them. That's telling them, like, us making those excuses for them is not making them better for the next person or their kid or whoever they have to be that leader for. It's not making them a better person.
Even like men, they might say stuff like, well, she ain't have a daddy. I'm just trying to understand her. She ain't had no daddy growing up. You know what I'm saying? They make excuses too for us. Like, for women that are not up here yet. And so I think as women, we make excuses. We are publicly known for making more excuses, probably because we have accepted so much.
They ain't gonna put up with shit.
Yeah, because we do have a lot of men that just ain't going for no. Yeah. They might have sex with you, but then that's another thing. But they ain't gonna marry you, or they ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, take you serious.
I have a question.
So for my
okay,
go ahead.
I just wanted to ask: does the women not think the men are the prize as well, or is it solely that y'all just think y'all the prize?
No, we have to go back to some biblical ways. Yeah, we going too far with what we think is what does God say?
Did God say it? Because some people just read the Bible.
Give us what you think?
I think it's a
value.
How do you value yourself? And it doesn't have a situation as far as a man or woman. You need to understand the standards. So if you see yourself here and you're bending towards someone else, that's a personal issue within yourself. And I feel like that's where a lot of people tend to fall into certain situations because you don't love yourself and you don't value yourself.
So you think the value that you put on yourself is what qualifies you to be a prize or not?
No, it's certain things I put up with as a woman, and it's certain things that a man will put up with, right? So if you feel like, okay, these are my standards, and this is what my boundaries are. As far as my boundaries, I'm not going to bend to certain things. And that tends to fall on your values, whether it be church or whether it be certain things that you feel like within yourself. But if you're bending your values, I feel like you as a person, you're gonna just fall to the wind. Because what do you stand on?
So for me, I'm going back to do I think men are the prize?
Yeah.
I don't think men are the prize. I think that women are like the something to have, and I think that when they become one, it makes men the prize because you have something so precious that helps make you so much more precious.
I think we use verbiage that makes it so confusing.
Right. I think it's not even really like prize or not. It's really like
hard to understand.
Right.
The reality is we all have a responsibility. Every human has a responsibility to show up as their best self.
Right.
Yeah.
And at any moment that you don't do that, you are tricking somebody out of their choice to be involved with you. Like, and I think that's the other thing. Transparency will make things so much easier. I don't think people realize when you try to manipulate and you don't show up as yourself and you're not doing the right thing, you take people's choice away. People choose to deal with you based on who they believe you are.
Exactly. I agree.
And we were not built, people were not made to have to defend themselves and look around and try to figure out who lying, who telling the truth.
Right.
We were not created for that.
Right.
Show up as your best self and all of the other things will align.
And that's why the world is so mixed as it is. We can't tell real from fake, AI from this and that.
Right.
Last, what I'm gonna ask you is, what does respect look like when nobody's watching?
What does respect look like when nobody's watching?
Yeah, for you.
For me, I would have to say just sticking to what I believe in, whether people watch it or not. showing up the same way when people are watching. That's what respect looks like, or showing up the way that God want me to show up, showing up the way that respects who I am and it respects the things that I believe in.
Mm-hmm. I would say the same. Being my best self, even when it's to the homeless man on the corner, or if it's to the CEO, or if it's to the person that has X, Y, and Z. Being myself and trying to be the best person that I feel like God wants me to be is the respect that I would exude when nobody's watching. So I think that's where I'm gonna button it up at, y'all. Hopefully we filled up y'all cups today. This will definitely be a 2-part. But hopefully we filled up y'all cups today. Hopefully we got to some kind of like understanding as a community.
So did we agree that men can have platonic and women can have platonic friends? Men and women can have platonic friends?
Respectfully, yes. Yeah, within reason.
Be for real.
Within reason. Let's be. We're not gonna be friends with the girl from Area 29. We just not. We not.
Why? Because she got a little leg shake I ain't got.
Yeah. You ain't gonna do that. See y'all next week.
Bye.